Hello here, this is Alexander Hall from Scotland. This is our probably our video on where this is that's my main research that I did. So I researched Rufus Norris. The next question is, how have you applied this in class? Well, using this true story that Rufus Norris directed, I kind of started to apply it a lot more to Grenfell because, we were trying to combine what happened in Ipswich back about 10 years to 9 years ago, and now to what's happened at Grenfell back 1 year ago, June 2017. And, looking at like the things that have the same combination. So, for example, the things that we applied was the media attention. So there was media attention a lot when Grenfell came. There was days and days the news was just reporting Grenfell, and it was the same for Ipswich when the murders were happening, because it was such a rare story, and it was rarely done as well. But also the other thing that I found that came together with London Road and Grenfell was also that there was a lot of protests. There were people who were just marching on the street as well. So it was pretty much, I looked over all those different similarities, and of course many other things that I can try and mention to you. What practical problems have I come across this week? Well, there was this physical warm-up that we did on Wednesday, which was in the morning. So it was our 11 a.m. It was at 11 a.m. It was our schedule then. I paired up with Matt to do this physical warm-up. So it's kind of like circuit activities. And so what we had to do was we had to do like a bit of press-ups, we had to sit-ups, and doing it in a ensemble way. So we were doing it in sync. But what happened was we got confused which exercise came after the other, and so Cam had to come in and support us just to get us onto the right tracks, just to make sure that we were keeping on time with everyone else, that we weren't the only ones doing one thing that we shouldn't have been doing, if you know what I mean. But yeah. What practitioners have I come across this week? I came across Bertolt Brecht, which Joe told us to look over on Wednesday afternoon when we were doing our session with Leanne and him, talking about the pressures of exams after our recent experiences before entering Nescott, and what we could be experiencing for some of us who are doing exams in June. But yeah, so the practitioner I've come across is Bertolt Brecht, and one of the things I remember, he was really good with the with the V effect. So that had a mixture of not just it had a mixture of trying to get the audience involved, so trying to try and put a theatre production to kind of give the audience a chance to get involved as well. So there was the likes of third person, for example, which is a very rare one, and of course doing audience participation, which is a very common one, which they use in pantomimes and music concerts. And so that was a practitioner I came across this week. Have I created anything new? Well, as a group, I can tell you, but also individually, I can tell you this: I created a new song, which I've emailed to Leanne and Gavin, and it's a song that I kind of created, not just myself, but I created with a couple of friends who are outside of Nescott, because I'm in this band, and we do a lot of songwriting together, and I said to them, oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that I'm working on a project regarding Grenfell. And they said, why don't we write a song about Grenfell so we can maybe link it in with your project? So I've created a new song which I can leave on the which I can leave a link at the bottom of this video. So do check it out, please. And yeah, and regarding, of course, things that we've done in class, we created a new set of movements in Gavin and Leanne's sessions. So we've created some new, especially with Leanne, we created an exact how it feels, some movement in exams. So of course the tensions that we have, when the invigilator starts looking, making sure that you're doing your works, making sure you're not cheating, trying to keep by the rules from the examination process, and of course working on like the tensions between politicians and of course the victims of Grenfell, which we worked on Friday afternoon. And of course, yeah, so that's one of the others that we've been working on this week, which has been tiring, but it's been really worth it. And yeah, what was the outcome of our creation? Well, the outcome, I think, that is that we're still going on with a work in progress. So actually this Friday we've been slotting in what's been going well, what we've been satisfied by, what we don't want. So things that we want to cut, things that need to be cut which don't look good enough, or things that just in general we've all really enjoyed doing. So for example, we were talking with Gavin on Friday afternoon, saying what we've been working on, not just in his sessions but of course with Leanne as well, and saying, oh yeah, we like this movement, we like this monologue that we're working on. So we were kind of just slotting in everything that we've done for the last 2 weeks and a half so far. So yeah, it's just plotting in each one as it goes along and saying, do we want to keep working on this one? Do we want to cut it? Do we want to keep? It's just going over each one and just saying which one we want to develop, which one we're gonna work on as time goes by, which one we can maybe leave for another time. Well, we've still got quite a few weeks before our showcase, so we need to make sure that we don't procrastinate on this. But yeah, just working I think the only thing that we just need to do is just keep thinking about all the things we've worked on so far for the last 2.5 weeks, and just making sure that we don't forget some of the movements. If we want to do something particular, that we can remember what we've done, and that we don't come in unprepared. That's I think the real importance of what we've created so far, that we've got it stuck up here in our heads. And of course, if we want to do monologues, make sure that we memorize them as soon as possible. If we want to do a brief from the BBC or from whatever, making sure that I might sneeze at a minute, so do excuse. But yeah, as you know, just making sure that everything's memorised, prepared, just not left at hesitation, just so we can show commitment to this creation. So yeah, that's me done. It's only been me, Alex Hall, so you'll have to excuse, but yeah, I don't do many Vivas on my own, so apologies if I got a bit scared or made a few hesitations, but hopefully you've enjoyed the Viva, and I'll keep the link at the bottom of my new song that I've created to go with Grenfell, which you can check out yourself. So please do. Thank you very much. This is Viva Voce Week 2. So thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.